Someone is... I welcome everyone for the second day of the FETP. Today's first session will be handled by Dr.C.R.RENE Robin, Professor and Dean at Sairam Engineering College. I request our HOD ma'am to give introduction about Rene Robin, sir. Give it. Good morning, sir.
Ma'am, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, fine, sir, by God's grace.
Thank you.
Dr.C.R.RENE Robin received his ME and PhD degree from CEG Anna University, India in 2006 and 2011 respectively. He is currently working as a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering and Field Innovation at Sairam Engineering College, Chennai. His area of interest includes ontological engineering, knowledge management, e-learning, semantic web, etc. He is a recognized supervisor of Anna University to guide PhD scholars in the area of computer science and engineering. 10 scholars have successfully completed their PhD program, and currently 5 research scholars are doing their research under him. He is a doctoral committee member of Anna University, Satyabama University, Wales University, and Savita University, and ICT University, Chennai. He is a life member of IST and member of several professional bodies, and ACM recognized him as an ambassador. He wrote 2 books and 1 book chapter. He has 75 publications in national and international journals and conferences. He received Mentor Award from IBM for the Great Mind Challenge 2011. He got AIM IT Professional Award 2012, a special mention by Computer Society of India at the regional level. He received awards for teaching excellence at the Global Education Summit 2013. He is acting as a Goodwill Ambassador for the Plastic Free Tamil Nadu project and coordinator for Chennai district to create awareness to avoid plastics. During this lockdown period, he has trained more than 1,500 teachers on digital tools and the effective teaching learning process, and served as resource person for around 30 webinars on this. We are very happy to have here for the second day of first and old year.
Thank you so much for your introduction, ma'am. I still remember our association, myself and Dr. Beulah Jayakumar, we were the colleagues in the previous institutions. I'm very happy to be here, to be part of the FDB as a faculty development program being conducted by Tagore Engineering College. I know the place where I have grown up. I still remember our association with Tagore Group of Institutions. There I have served around 15 years in Jerusalem College of Engineering. Hope my audio and video and my slides are all visible. Kindly confirm my audio, and I have shared my screen. Kindly confirm that my screen is shared. Could you please, one of you, confirm the participants? Participants, can you please confirm that?
Yes, sir. We can see, sir.
Yeah, my slides are also shared, no?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So it's a call to the teachers. Even during the technical session, Anna University has insisted to keep one dedicated session on digital technology or e-content or teaching and innovation, teaching, learning and innovation. Okay. So this particular slide, what I have displayed here is is in front of you, and you and me are witnessing this, and there is a talk among the public that this is what the scenario, but we, the teachers has to disprove it. So it's a united call For all the teachers, those who are gathered here, what is this says is 18th century infrastructure and 19th century faculty trying to prepare 21st century graduates with 20th century syllabus. Okay, if you really agree, you can agree it, and there is an expectation from the public. There's an expectation from we are all part of nation building. Our country, the nation is moving ahead of digitalizing all the activities, and we are all calling we are all slowly migrating from the traditional or conventional teaching ecosystem or educational ecosystem to innovation ecosystem. When if you want to be part of innovation ecosystem, digitalization plays vital role, and you and me have to be uh, digitally equipped so that we can disprove this saying, the common saying among the public. 18th century infrastructure and 19th century faculty members trying to prepare 21st century graduates with 20th century syllabus. Or we have the 20th century syllabus, or we have 18th century infrastructure in our campus, or we are all, if I say that you are 19th century faculty members, will you accept it? Will you agree it? And we are all called to remove all these barriers. And there's a call to all the teachers to work in an institution where 18th century infrastructure, 21st century infrastructure and 21st century faculty member going to train 21st century students with the 21st century syllabus. Like a lot of the activities, reformations being happening among around the country, and all the institutions and universities have are bringing new what I say, the syllabus curriculum to match the need of the society, need of the industry, need of the global need. I can say that global need. How many of you are before that, I just want to ask a small question. How are you all? Can you respond to that? I want to know how many participants are really attending, how many participants are really attending this event. How are you? Yes, I got a response from Maladi madam. Thank you. Yes, how are you all? We have more number of participants here. Yes, Dr. B Jayshanti ma'am. Yes, fine sir. Thank you ma'am. Yes, hope others are all attending. Anyway, this is the universal call to all the teachers to upgrade ourselves. Okay, and we need to know our origin. Wherever we are, we need to know the origin. Okay, so quite surprising to know the statistics of our nation and from where we have grown. At the time of independence, when 1947 India got independent, there were around only 20 universities and 695 colleges in the country. And today the growth of higher education, especially the universities, tremendous increase in number. 800 university. We have around 800 universities in our country, and if you take the number of colleges in the country, is around 45,000 colleges. Okay, and among these 45,000 institutions, 37% belong to arts and science, arts, humanities, commerce, and management, and 16% institutions are teaching engineering and technology, and 4% are educational institutions like B.Ed, M.Ed, and 4% medical universities and institutions, 2% institutions are teaching law, 0.5% institutions are focusing agriculture, and 0.1% veterinary, and others are 1%. The small statistics I just want to know. Being a teacher, we must know these basic information about the institutions around the country. And there's a welcoming note from the government of India. So it took around 21st years when Rajiv Gandhi was Mr. Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister of India. They have they have made a lot of reformation in establishing AICT, UGC. So many things has done in 1980. It is, and it took 34 long years. 34 long years. Now the government has introduced new education policy in the name of National Education Policy 2020, and you could see it's a debatable topic. And being a teacher, we have to be more optimistic, and we have to take the positive points. And a lot of supporting things are there in National Education Policy, and some of the education policies I have listed out here. The 10 plus 2 system will be divided into 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 format. And budget for education, they have increased from 4.43 percentage 6 percentage, and all courses to be available in regional language. Always we are more passionate towards our regional languages. And if the subjects are in regional languages, we expect, because we have 140 crores population in the country, and leveraging this education to all the people, somehow we have to come down to the national regional languages. And single common entrance examination for all colleges, quite tough to a country like us. But anyway, we have some past presidencies, successful presidencies. So definitely we will achieve this. And coding lessons available from class 6, and no hard divide in streams, and colleges become interdisciplinary courses. Now, I always encourage this interdisciplinary courses. Even for this program, we have people from different colleges, different departments, because cloud computing is a hardcore subject. And not only the computer science faculty members, every faculty members, every teachers must know what is cloud computing, because every day we are using cloud without knowing what is this is cloud. Okay, so technology updating our the knowledge is an inevitable for all the teachers. So colleges to become interdisciplinary courses, so we need to have all the courses in the campus, and multidisciplinary research and multidisciplinary education must be encouraged. So there is a path in the National Education Policy 2020 for this interdisciplinary courses. And I just want to say silent features of National Education Policy 2020 for extensive use of technology. So it is being encouraged, the extensive use of technology, removing language barriers, increasing access for Divyang students, and educational planning and management. So the best part of this National Education Policy is it is encouraging the higher education institutions to more on research and innovation. How it is possible? It is only possible by setting mere classroom education will not help you to migrate your traditional, migrate you to from the traditional educational ecosystem to the innovation ecosystem. We need to set up the startup incubation centers, startup incubation foundation, and in the form of the small company or section 8 company, whatever it may be. But higher education institution must come forward to establish this the startup incubation center in the institution, and that must be a technology development centers where the technology, as I mentioned earlier, multidisciplinary product development, sustainable product development must be there. And the center in frontier areas of research, greater industry academic linkages. The recent initiatives of AICT in the form of Idea Lab are welcoming for this, because the concept of Idea Lab is bringing education, industry, and government, and establishing a separate. We may say that these facilities are available in biomedical engineering lab. We may say that these facilities or equipments are available in electronics and communication lab. We may say that these servers are available in computer science department. No. So we need an Idea Lab where all the students, interested students, and faculty members will come and work 24/7, and for bringing up some technological innovation and technological startups. This is what the main objective of the Idea Lab, and where you will get the mentorship and sponsorship from the industry, and the institution has to spare their contribution, and the AICT will also share. So if your institution is not having or not applied or don't have any awareness on Idea Lab, just have surf the internet and know more about Idea Lab. And in future, I wish you to have your Idea Lab at the campus for the technological development, multidisciplinary development, product development, sustainable product development. And over a period of time, we will be getting the sustainable products, technological product, because we have 140 crores people in India, and even for a small floor mat, we are importing the floor mats from the other countries. Okay, so in order to remove all those things, we have to encourage MSME, and this kind of product development must be the part of the final year project. And interdisciplinary research, including humanities and the social sciences research. Every classroom shall have the access to latest education technology that enables better learning experience. Even I could see still people are using, they are proud to say that I'm very comfortable with black blackboard and chalk. Okay, no, we have to, the transformation must come from the teacher. If the transformation is not happening at the teachers level, then how we can expect it from the students? It's a call for, so that's what focusing this, though this FDP is purely focusing on cloud computing, but there is a session is dedicated for evangelizing the need of e-content, the need of the digitalization, and so on. So I hope at the end of this session you will get some input and you will implement it. There is a call for all the teachers, to migrate from the traditional education ecosystem to innovation ecosystem, and develop and support technology tools for better participation and learning outcomes. So you yourself can justify how you are communicating now, how you've been communicated earlier 5 years gone, all the days we have communicated, and how the transformation has happened in us, and how we have automized, gone all the days. Even if you want to book a train ticket, we will go and stand in the queue, but is it really happening nowadays? And if you want to pay your electric bill, what happened 5 years back or 10 years back, but what is happening now? So these are all the technological revolution is making our life very easy, and the teachers must be in the front line of the educating others, and spreading this information to the people, because every day we are addressing 30 to 40 students, and if a teacher is fully uh, uh, technically equipped, and this will be transformed the students automatically. Otherwise, the vice versa. At least we have to learn from the students, and we have to equip ourselves. Nothing wrong in learning something new from anybody. It may be from our children, even our children. Our kids are very very smart, and I'm always I could say what we never imagined in this in our childhood. Our children are very uh, techie students, techie children. And this is what our my saying: setting up of startups must be a criteria for the partial fulfillment of any degree in India. It is my own thought, because being a dean innovation in Sairam institutions, I have done a small research. What is the of educational ecosystem, and this is what my expectation, because for the quite long time we have the criteria of completing a project is the partial fulfillment of the degree. If you ask the requirement for the partial fulfillment of the degree, it is at the end they will develop a project. You know how people are developing the project, how they are buying from outside, and this is what the major reason for the fading of engineering education. So there must be transformation, and this is my recommendation to the Ministry of Education and the other institutions, that setting up of startup must be the criteria for the partial fulfillment of degree in India. So even if you go to the arts and science college, commerce school, people have the lot of awareness has come, and India is moving towards setting up of startups to meet, as I mentioned earlier, the need of 140 crores people. Okay, I have given a typical example to you. Even for our floor mat, we are getting it from China and the imported products. Okay, these things must be eradicated, and our MSME must be encouraged, and the local products must be encouraged. So we need a lot of startups. And we have to, the citizens of India must support the, what I say, the Indian products. And another my saying that India need an innovation ecosystem to attract potential engineers rather than exporting them to developed nations. Well, it's my own thought. Okay, so because this is the right platform, I am sharing with you. India need an innovation ecosystem. Since we don't have innovation ecosystem, we couldn't attract our potential students. If you take the statistics of the students moving from India to other countries just for studying, no, the rate is very, very high. That's what India has recently launched a new program called 2019 and mid of 2019, India has launched a new program that stay in India, study in India. So when this come to force, are we really equipped? Our institutions are really equipped to attract those students, those who are passionate towards moving developed nation just for education. Okay, so we have long we have the good presidences, universities, and Nalanda universities. So many histories are saying that we Indians are very good in education, and Indian education system is one of the uh, notable education and recognized university education system globally. But the to attract the new generation students, and we need to have an ecosystem, innovation ecosystem in all the education institutions, so that only will attract the students. And Digital India, so you're all aware of the campaign of Digital India, one of the successful project of Government of India, where a program to transform India into digitally empowered society and a knowledge economy. And Digital India is a program to prepare India for a knowledge future, and the focus is on being transformative to realize IT. And the focus is on making technology central to enable changes. Okay, for a rapid growth and the things we need digitalization. And not only because 80% of the people in India are living in villages. Okay, so how we may say that we are using, we are really blessed. People those who are living in urban places like Chennai are really blessed with all sort of technologies. And but can you say that this is the fact of all the Indians, or the people those who are living in India? So it's a responsibility of the teachers, the responsibility of the higher education institutions. So you could see that in the recent accreditation process, all the statutory bodies have started asking about how many startups you have set up, how many entrepreneurship you have developed. Gone are the days they were concentrating only on how many students have pass percentage placement. Then apart from the pass percentage of the students, apart from the number of students placed in multinational companies, now the focus is moving towards the technological startups, how many innovations this particular institution has produced, what is their contribution for the nation building, your awareness towards the digitalization, uh, are making or evangelizing the government policies and government initiatives for the successful teachers and students. And the vision of this digital India is digital infrastructure as a utility to every citizens, not only from urban people, even to the people those who are in rural, and government services on demand and digital empowerment of citizens. Okay, so how we have removed the illiteracy. Similar way, we need to remove the digital illiteracy among the people. So we have done a lot of self-help groups up there, and we can go to them, to the villages, to the places where the more people are there, and we can educating them, making them to use more technology so that they will serve more people. And if you look at the 9 pillars of Digital India, the first pillars more, the majority of the things are concentrated now towards focus towards technology for education. So all institutions connected with broadband, free Wi-Fi in all institutions, digital literacy program. How many digital literacy programs you have conducted at your institution, and do you have the free Wi-Fi in all institutions? Anyway, it's a debatable topics. Most of the faculty members don't like it. But after pandemic, the pandemic has brought a lot of changes in our in the institutions, in the campuses, and MOOC, massive open online courses, develop private thing. We have to encourage people. So this particular session is giving more insight on the teachers to have your own MOOC, whether you have your courses, do you have your recorded videos, how you are disseminating the informations, because we have realized that classroom teaching alone is not going to help the students, and because the pandemic has taught us a lot. Okay, so online education and offline education, the debate we are going on about online education and offline education, but we have compromised in one point of view, that the blended education system is the more advisable. So how we are equipped with, even if you take one subject or two subjects in a semester, how you are how we are disseminating the information to the students. Are we leaving the students only with the classroom teachings? Even after classroom, are you educating them? Are you communicating with them? Are you assessing them? So these are all the various tasks in front of every teacher. Okay, you might take cloud computing, but at the end, how you are communicating. But students are always with the digital gadget, and they have a lot of distractions, and what is your role on engaging them uh, in a positive way? So next is technology for health, technology for security, technology for financial inclusion, technology for justice, technology for security. These are all various 9 pillars of digital India, and the expectation of the 21st century, where you and me are working. We are all representing educational institutions, and the multidisciplinary in educational offerings, and highly engaged with local communities and globally network. Okay, the second sentence, I encourage everyone to read it once again. Can you read it? And if any one of you unmute your mic and read it. Second line, second sentence. I have around 50 participants in the yeah. Can you unread? Can you unmute your mic and read?
Highly engaged with the local communities and globally network.
Ma'am, may I know your name?
Myself, Bhuvaneshwari from PSP.
Boneshwari from which college?
PSP, Prince Gradeshwara.
Prince Venkateshwara. Thank you for helping me. See, highly engaged with the local communities and globally networked. This very big challenge for the teachers. We normally think that our responsibility is going to college, taking some subjects, teaching the students, and doing some administrative work, and come home. Okay, so but you are all encouraged and highly be engaged with local communities. How many of you are having are engaged with the local communities? How many of you are connected globally? Okay, what is a platform, the common platform available for us, especially for teachers, for this global network? Can you unmute your mic and say, any one of you? How we can globally connected in the network? Can any one of you please, or you can put it in the chat. Yes, yes, no. என்ன என்ன பிளாட்ஃபார்ம் இருக்கு ஃபார் டீச்சர்ஸ்? குளோபலாக கனெக்ட் பண்ணும், 10 பேரை தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும் வெளியில. எப்படி தெரியும்? Are you aware? How many of you know LinkedIn? How many of you are connected in LinkedIn? How many of you are connected with LinkedIn? Yes, no. Social medias, yes. Bhuvaneshwari ma'am again. Response from other participants. How many of you are connected in LinkedIn? How many of you have a LinkedIn account? Basic question. Yes or no? If you have LinkedIn account, type yes. If you don't have LinkedIn account, type no. Yes, no question. Yes, yes. Subha madam, yes. Maladi madam, yes. Bhuvaneshwari madam, yes, yes. Okay. You know, no, sir. Yeah, Aishwarya ma'am, no. Okay. Honestly saying no. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Vidya Prabha ma'am, yes. Bhavya ma'am, yes. Okay. Okay. I'm pulling your attention somehow. Thank you. Thank you for your participation in the poll. And so highly engaged with the local communities and globally network. See, this kind of transformation is highly required for the 21st century faculty members. If you really claim that you are 21st century faculty member, then you must be locally connected with local communities and global networks. Okay, we need to. So I always that the immersion program will help the institutions to get more about the institutions, more about the society. So go to the society, take your children to society, industry, let them experience villages, let them experience the real need of the people, local people, where they can formulate the problem, and during their course of study let them try to solve the problem that will become their final year project. If it becomes their final year project, then engineering education will get its own transformation, and globally connected. So we sometimes we need people to mentor, we need people to we need expertise. For that, every faculty members must be connected with the recognized people around the globe. So be an active member in social media and take the advantages of the digital social medias. Having innovation and understanding as major drivers. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, uh, the the gone are the days we are concentrating only on pass percentage and the number of students placed. Okay, that alone is not sufficient nowadays. So recent NIRF rank, NIRF rank is very clearly mentioning that how the importance of innovation and entrepreneurships are playing vital role. Having innovation and entrepreneurship as major drivers. Demonstrated for conversion of knowledge to wealth. What is conversion of knowledge to wealth? These are all the thought processing the teachers. As the teachers, we never thought of it. But uh, this is going to be the future for the teachers. This is going to be the future. See, we are all very proud of disseminating knowledge, sharing knowledge, but have you ever thought of converting your knowledge to wealth? This is what the new India is expecting from the teachers. A demonstrator for conversion of knowledge to see your knowledge. I always be proud of associated with education institution, and I encourage you to be proud of being the part of education institutions. Why? The reason is we are living in knowledge pool. Ideas are tremendous ideas are available in education institutions. The problem is we don't have awareness to convert this knowledge into wealth. Because being in Dean Innovation, I always interact with the people inside the campus and outside the campus, and I used to conduct and participate various ideation programs and investors programs, where I could see that people are really longing for ideas. They have huge amount of money, but they don't have proper ideas. But if you come to education institution, we have ideas and we do not know how to transform or convert these ideas or this knowledge into wealth. That is what this innovation ecosystem is helping the institutions to pull the people, the real investors, and the mentors and the sponsors. If we all work together, the magic will happen. Okay, my dear faculty members, the student centric and flexible. Okay, even NEP 2020 is very student centric and flexible. I this word is very attractive word, flexibility. Are you a flexible teacher? Next question is, you are a flexible teacher or you are a very rigid teacher? If you are flexible teachers, type yes. If you are flexible teacher, type yes. If you are very rigid, type no. Flexible teacher, don't ask me the definition for flexibility. Yes. Preeta ma'am, yes sir, flexible teacher. 50-50%, Srijata ma'am, okay. Srija ma'am, yes. Yes, flexible teacher. Bhuvneshwari ma'am, moderate teacher. Okay, Preeti ma'am, yes sir, flexible teacher. Thank you for your response. Okay. I want you to be a flexible teacher. I'm a flexible teacher. Okay. So the reason is Indian constitutions is a flexible in nature, Indian constitution. When our Indian constitution is flexible in nature, why can't you and me are flexible? Because we are dealing with heterogeneous people. Even if you take our classroom, 3 different groups of people will come. Our admission process itself, every engineering college, one set of students will join from the counseling, through counseling. Another set of students will join in through management, and the third set of students will come with lot of pressures and recommendations. So every time when you go to a classroom, you cannot see the homogeneous people, the heterogeneous. You are every day you are dealing with it. You cannot go with a single policy, single principle. No education um, will grow if they have rigid policies. It may work out for some time, but it may not work out for long run. Okay, so that's why I encourage you to be a flexible teacher, and NEP 2020 is also very flexible, very student centric. Okay, we are here for students. We are here for students, and um, we have to be very flexible and student centric. Okay, educate the next generation of innovators and engineers. So don't see your students as a student. They are the potential engineers and innovators. You call them as innovators and encourage them, establish various platforms for them to innovate. The future of technology depends upon nourishment of brilliant minds, the creation of opportunities, and the cultivation of generation. My dear faculty members, are we nourishing? Are we simply teaching? You are called to nourish, not simply to teach. And are we creating opportunities for the students? Are your opportunities are just giving a paper and giving a question paper and getting their answers, correcting, evaluating, result pass boarding, passing the result? Provide opportunities for creation and the cultivation of generation. Our engineers, we want our engineers for the development. Energize innovation by celebrating technological excellence. What celebration we are normally happening in education institutions? Hmm? Technological innovation pushes the boundaries of thinking, breaks breaks new ground and improves lives. There is no doubt at all. There is no doubt at all. And you and me are witnessing it. We are just living in the middle. We have seen a generation, they have never used the major technologies, and and if you look at our children, they are born with technologies. born with technologies, starting from their scanning when they were in their mother's womb. They are born with technologies. So the technological innovation pushes the boundaries of thinking and breaks the new ground and improves lives. Your support that helps energize, encourage, and celebrate technological achievements and academic excellence. Okay, not only for mere academic excellence, and these celebration must be part of our curriculum. These celebration must part of our educational ecosystem. Are we celebrating the technological excellence of our students? If there is no platform for the students to exhibit and showcase, how you will identify the technological excellence? If you are not identifying the technological excellence, how you will celebrate the technological excellence? Understand the need of celebrating technological excellence. Create the platform in your institution. Encourage your students. As I mentioned earlier, don't see them as your students. See them as an innovators and the potential engineers. Okay? And this welcoming note of India's uh, gross enrollment ratio, and the current um, 2019-20 ratio is 27.1. It's little high when compared with the previous years. And our target, after implementing this National Education Policy 2020, it is going to be 50% by 2030, and you and me should be the part of this. So digital assets, digital assets. If you ask me if I ask you to ask your assets, the first thing will come to our mind is all our movable, immovable properties and assets. Okay, so beyond this movable and immovable assets, the more expensive assets I can say is digital assets. Okay, so digital assets are your books, your knowledge. So knowledge recorded in formats such as documents, books, websites, and media. And hope you are all, when I say books, I always admire and reading the people, those who are reading books, writing books. It is not so easy. It's not so easy. Writing a book is not so easy. And even if you attempt make a small attempt, that is really appreciable. Our workload and your commitments. But in midst of all these things, if you are committed yourself to write a book, that is the major contribution you are. Because if you write a book and if it is printed or digitalized, the generation will be blessed through this. The epics of the Ramayana and Mahabharata. Why it became famous? Because someone has taken time, they have sacrificed their life, and they have sat and wrote this. But that the pathetic situation that has not happened, where even the Ramayana in Tamil Nadu, a poet Kambar, he translated it, so it became Kamba Ramayana. ராமாயணமும் மகாபாரதமும் எழுதப்பட்டதுனால தான் அது இதிகாசமா மாறுச்சு. உங்களுக்கு தெரியுமா? அந்த அளவுக்கு கூட நம்ம அஸ்த சாஸ்திரமும் வான சாஸ்திரமும் மொழிபெயர்க்கப்படவில்லைங்கிறது தான் பேத்தட்டிக் சிச்சுவேஷன். அஸ்த சாஸ்திரமும் வான சாஸ்திரமும் என்னைக்கோ மொழிபெயர்க்கப்பட்டு அது எல்லாருக்கும் வந்திருந்த அப்படின்னா இந்தியா இன்னைக்கு இந்த அளவுக்கு சயின்ஸ்ல பின்ன வந்திருக்காது. They have not translated, they are not given much importance, they have not disclosed to many people. So writing it, translating it, so asserts, these are all asserts. தமிழர்களுடைய ஐம்பெரும் காப்பியங்கள் எப்படி வந்துச்சு? I was really thrilled of knowing the background of the author who wrote சிலப்பதிகாரம். இளங்கோவடிகள் சிலப்பதிகாரத்தை எழுதினது பேக்ரவுண்டை நான் வாசித்த பொழுது ரொம்ப இட் வாஸ் ஸோ அமேசிங். He belongs to என்ன சொல்றது, ஒரு கிங் ஃபேமிலி. But he and Sirthalai Sathanar are another poet. They were discussing about an incident happened at Madurai. Kannagi இந்த வாழ்க்கையை அவங்க டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிற டைம்ல that struck the mind of இளங்கோவடிகள் to write, to make it as a book, to make it as a documentary. And he started writing Silapadikaram. That became the one of the major thing. Imperum copyingala adu onda maarichu. So give more important for documentation, book, writing books, website and media. And software in the form of code and deployed services, data, information and database and structured formats, design such as architectural plan and visual diagram, patterns, trade secrets, arts, so music, entertainment, addresses, an electronic address such as domain name, so many. So so you may think that why this electronic address, because even after 20 years, if you want to get domain name in your name, you may not get it. We need to think about of reserving the domain name for our children, okay. The days are not too far, okay, to reserve. Okay, that the moment we decided to go for a baby, we have to name it, and you need to get the domain name for your baby's name. Otherwise, after some years, the baby will question you that, Mom, Dad, you gave me birth, but you missed me to get the proper domain name. This will come soon. Okay, so address, domain name, and virtual property, locations, items, and characters in virtual world. Digital currency, so the booming area, cryptography, bitcoins, and so on. So these are all the digital assets, and every faculty must be aware of it, and we need to educate our students of owning our own digital assets, and appreciate integration of technology in all levels of education. Okay, to support teachers, preparation and development of the teaching material. So, are we still writing your lesson plan in paper with pen, or you have digitalized your lesson plan and your the notes of lessons, to improve teaching, learning, and evaluation process, and to enhance educational access to disadvantaged group, to streamline education planning, administration, and management. A lot of changes happening at the institution level. So the use of technology in education can be classified broadly into 4 categories. First, at the teacher preparation, then the classroom processing, then use of technology to improve access of education for disadvantaged group, then planning, administration, and management. Everything's happening digitalized at the classroom, and if it is not digitalized as the office, then what you will think. So this digitalization must happen at all the levels. And there's a forum, National Education Technology Forum. Just know about the National Education Technology Forum. Will a platform for the free exchange of ideas on the use of technology to improve learning, assessment, planning, and administration. So if you assess the National Education Technology Forum, you will get updated information. So established in April 2020, the government would have a new autonomous body to exclusively deal with technology-led education and assessment. And so the approaches in the induction of technology. So in qualified support for educational technology, with teachers playing a central role. And the next is the technology use of integration education settings. Then general guidance will be there, and supporting hardware and software. Then center of excellence in educational technology. So you are not thinking of the center of excellence in educational technology. Your focus is on setting up of center of excellency in cloud computing, but at the same time, after this session, just have an awareness of center of excellence in education technology. See, the all the institution and university, IIT, we have the center of excellence in education technology, but even it is required for the technological institutions. And teacher preparation and continuous professional development. So here the use of education technology for continuous teachers professional development. And you are all aware of the specific technology platform SWAM, and be a part of this, and improving teaching, learning, and evaluation process automatically. If you started using digital technology, then automatically our teaching learning process will be improved. We have a lot of online resources, lot of online resources, are you aware of this online white test? So if you can take the, or you can diagnose, it's a diagnosis tool of testing our knowledge. Okay, so where you will, I will show you a small, I will open this online test, youth for work, okay, online white test. Okay, you can ask students to use this. It is useful for the arts and science students, engineering students, medical students. So all the diagnosis tests are available, say computer system. So if you go and use this, if you answer these questions, and you will know about where you are, your knowledge level. And so these are all various medical operations, personal efficiency. So whenever you get time, just go to this youthforwork.com and take a diagnosis test on the subject your expertise, okay, including sports. So ask your students, and you can keep this as a session for your students. You can make your students to log on the youthforwork.com and ask them. See, it is free registration, everything is free, need not pay anything for this. Yeah. Next is IEEE. No, you are all. How many of you are IEEE member? How many of you are IEEE member? I just want to know. IEEE member. I want to know the utilization of IEEE resources, IEEE materials. These are helping for our career development. How many of you are IEEE member? If you are IEEE member, type yes. Myself, Subhamam. Thank you. How many of you are IEEE member? If you are not IEEE member, type no. Okay. And a lot of society, no, yes. Please try to be an IEEE member, and a lot of avenues are there for the teachers. And recently, now the call for is also available. Gone all the days, IEEE senior membership, we need to wait for a long time now. The criteria for to become IEEE senior member they have little reduced. So all the teachers will get the benefit. Once you become the senior member, you will get a lot of credentials for the reviewing papers and the other benefits. Okay, and not only be a mere IEEE member, you can be a part of the various society. And in education institution, every department can have their own society, IEEE society, in association with IEEE. So you will get a lot of people globally, as I mentioned earlier, no, globally connected network. So when you actually participate in the IEEE professional bodies, you will get a lot of connections, and that is going to be the future. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm encouraging you. Okay, whenever you get opportunities, be part of these professional activities. That will get a lot of avenues. And NPTEL, hope you are all aware of NPTEL. And last month we had an opportunity to visit IIT Madras, and we have seen the the facilities. So it's a government initiative for educating teachers, getting going and sitting in IITs, and the knowing their what I say, the lectures, getting their information is, it's little difficult. But these are the platform of helping teachers to know more about the subject from the experts. And SWAM is another opportunity for the student, for the faculty members. Okay, please decide yourself before, say for example, you are attending cloud computing, and you are going to teach cloud computing. Okay, so assume that if you get a certificate from NPTEL SWAM on cloud computing, that will be immediately transferred to your students. Okay, assume that if you are transforming or transferring these knowledge to your students, and the student community, through you 40 or 50 students will be blessed. getting the information. And when they get these informations, and they are going to implement it in their project or in the society. Okay, this how we have to be a channel of passing this information. Okay, virtual lab is another initiative of Government of India. These labs were so much helpful during the pandemic period, where even we have taught them through Google Meet or Zoom, the theoretical and other things. And virtual labs were much helpful for the faculty members and students, and still it is helpful for them for blended learning. And I encourage you to have a credential, institution credential, so that you will get more accessibility of using virtual labs. Okay, and if you talk to teachers is another award-winning initiative. Spoken tutorial, hope nowadays most of the institutions become the part of spoken tutorial. The Ministry of launched by Ministry of Human, now it's Education, Ministry of Education. Eandra, very good platform for the students, those who are really passionate towards drone and robotics. Faculty members will be called for training. Once the faculty members are trained by the expert, and they are expected to pass this transfer this knowledge to the students, and this will be assessed by various competitions. Eandra, okay, be a part of Eandra. And SOS tool is software and simulation packages are useful tools for the analysis of systems and solving problems by the students of science, social science, engineering, management, and related disciplines. Khan Academy, you might have aware of Khan Academy. Not only for college, even the school students will get more benefit from Khan Academy. So whenever you get, because why am I saying this now? The Atal Tinkering Lab engineering faculty members are associated with or connected with the nearby schools. When you go to nearby schools, you have to explain various avenues available for school students. So these will help you get more connection or attraction towards schools. Okay, so be familiarized in all these softwares and tools will definitely help you for making us a successful teacher. And Coursera, you are aware of it. During the pandemic period, Coursera has opened its platform for all the faculty members and teachers. Students have and faculty members have got a lot of benefits from the Coursera. Now it became a paid version. And NASCOM Future Skills Prime is another initiative of Government of India, $1 trillion digital economy initiative, and can be a part of it. And internationalization is another concept. Teachers must be aware of this internationalization. So earlier I have given some points on students moving from India to abroad for their higher educations. The similar way, even some students from other countries are started moving to India. So our institutions are really equipped to accommodate those students is a question mark. A large number of international students. And at the same time, we have to focus on admitting international students on our campus. How it is all possible? So to make it successful, the teachers must be digitalized, must be innovative, and must be, what I say, your thought process must be changed. Okay, so I encourage you to think about internationalization and support the education institutions and attract more students from abroad. So it's another kind of supporting or shouldering the nation building. Okay, and research, teaching, collaboration, faculty student exchange will high quality foreign institution will be facilitated. Okay, you will get an opportunity to go and visit abroad universities, and you will get an opportunity to invite professors on your domain of interest to India to work with you. High performing Indian university will be encouraged to set up campuses in their countries. And so when these are happening, you will get more opportunity. Assume that abroad universities are coming and setting up their campus in India, and the demand for faculty members will increase. Okay, when you are digitally fully equipped, with all credentials. Okay, your opportunities and will be, and you will get more opportunities, and will happen. Definitely it will happen. Okay, similarly selected universities, those among the top 100 universities in the world, will be facilitated to operate in India. Okay, soon it will happen. It will happen. Okay, so what will happen, slowly the students will come to India, and if our institutions are not equipped in that much level, and if we are not strong enough to accommodate those students, the next move would be the other universities will started setting up of their campuses in India. So these are all not too far, it will happen, and you and me can expect a great transformation in the education ecosystem. I told the projects, uh, new stay in India and study in India, another initiative of Government of India. We are the institutions are expected to have their infrastructure, have their teachers, have their laboratories, the pedagogy to meet the expectation of the global student. Okay, the lot of Government of India initiatives are there. National Innovation Startup Policy. You're aware of National Innovation Startup Policy 2019. Professor Ashok Junchunwala, um, the professor of IIT Madras, he was the chairman of this National Education Policy. Government has set up the National Education Policy, and that has been given to the education institutions as a guidelines to set up their own policy, NISP policy. Okay, so all the institutions expected to set up their own policy, education policy, with respect to a startup and innovation ecosystem. And IIC, you are aware of it. Most of the faculty members are IIT institutions, Innovation Council. And I I have been trained by the IIC Innovation Ambassador. This for the certificate. Now, after attending this program, I have learned a lot of things from the experts, and that helped me to develop an innovation ecosystem dedicated for the higher education institutions. Right now, the Sairam institutions, we have implemented it. Innovation ecosystem, Sairam innovation ecosystem, uh, for transforming the engineering education. I have given around 75 talks to various institutions. Yesterday, to my surprise, I got a call from Minister of Education to share my experience in the recent conclave going to be held at Satyabama University on 21st. So this is what the roadmap, starting with NISP. Every institution must have their own policy, and we have to implement it with the help of IIC, the calendar program. Then once it's all done, ATL ranking of institutions of innovation achievements, we have to project it and get the reward in 4-star or 5 stars, and so on. AICT has given a lot of platform for the teachers to equip their knowledge. Okay, you can be a part of this. And I have given a lot of talks on education technology, ICT and pedagogy, planning online education system, common tools for even during this introduction session. Ma'am said, we have trained myself and my wife, Dr. Doreen Robin, we have trained more than 5,000 to more people we have trained on educational technology during this pandemic period. Once the pandemic is announced, we have started training people. Even before that, we started evangelizing the importance of digitalization. And this is one of the major notable thing in NEP 2020, academic bank of credits. The students, as I mentioned earlier, it is purely student centric, and students can get that credit in any university, any institutions. And at the end, say for example, if the requirement for getting a degree is 80 credits, and these students can earn this 80 credits from different universities. And once it is fulfilled, 80 credits, they can go to the institutions or the university from where they got maximum credit. They can submit it and get their degree. Okay, so for example, the particular student have gained 100 credits 100 credits, and the requirement for the particular degree is 80. They can remit this 80, and they can keep remaining 20 credit in their account. See how flexible it is. Academic bank of credit. Okay, it is purely student centric. We have so we need to use digital platforms. In Sairam, we have Sairam AI learning platform, where the improvement and the performance of the students will be judged, will be assessed by this platform. And we have lot of techniques for innovations. If I ask this question, do you want to come up with innovative ideas and creative solution? Do you want to memorize information and recall it under pressure? Do you want to set goals and achieve them? Change career or start up your own venture? Be an excellent time manager. Right? Do you want to run meetings with efficiency and ease? Budget and plan to perfection. Deliver excellence presentation with confidence. Okay. So these are all the tools which will help. The mind map, the fishbone diagram, the Ishikawa diagram is very much useful, because even till now I used to give this assignment to our students, and I will encourage students to draw the fishbone diagram for the subject, and in a chart, big chart, and encourage them to keep it in their car ready on this fishbone diagram. They can keep it in their room, and every day they can spend 5 minutes of time just seeing the fishbone diagram, and automatically all the topics of the particular subject will they will easily memorize it. And you are all aware of the recent initiative of Parak of AICT launched a student learning assessment portal for engineering, MCA, MBA colleges. Be part of it, and you will get a lot of benefits out of it. And have you heard about this out-of-box thinking for problem solving? So IIT has come up with a new initiative of especially for engineering students, and these workshops and trainings are very much useful to the students. Introduce these and be part of this, so that you will serve more people. And IBM, in collaboration with the AICT, they have a smart Indians program they have initiated for teachers. The name of the program is Project Built-a-thon. Project Built-a-thon is an initiative AICT has introduced in collaboration with IBM. IBM has established a unique platform. IBM has set up this yes.
We have 3 more minutes, sir. So we scheduled the meeting up to 10:30.
Yeah.
And our next meeting will be 10:45.
Okay, I will complete.
Shall I extend the session, sir?
No, I will complete within 3 minutes. 10:30. I will. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
And these are all the benefits for the teachers. Online live tech boot camps will get, and you will earn IBM and Red Hat skill badges and free access to IBM Cloud. No charge access for courseware and Red Hat code ready. And you will get tech mentorship and participation certificates for all valid project submissions. This is an exclusive program for the teachers. Okay, and be a part of this. They have recently launched this program. If you're not aware of it, and be a part of it. Okay, and role of technology. Without technology and innovation, industrialization will not happen. Without industrialization, development will not happen. Investment in high-tech products that increase efficiency in manufacturing. Okay, and so being teacher, you have to constantly, suppose if you are developing any digital content, concentrate on audio standard is very important, and video standard, duration, don't go beyond 30 minutes, because students will not listen. And these resolution, use high resolutions, things and other things. And the national initiatives for technical teacher training, AICT's initiative, and there are 8 modules. Though they have introduced it for the teachers with less than 5 years, I encourage everyone to be part of it. Register it, just 2,000 rupees registration and 1,000 rupees for examination certification. I encourage everyone to be part of it and get all the resources. The teachers from NIT, TTT, or throughout the country, they are educating and the teachers. And this is highly important, because if you want to teach in a school, we need B.Ed. But if you want to teach in education system, we are directly jumping into teaching without any training. Okay, so but these modules are helping us to know about filling the gap between our education and our role as a student and a teacher. Okay, so this training is highly important for technical teacher education. You will be equipped, and somehow it will help you for your future. Okay, don't be hesitant. Okay, these are all some of the innovations. And IITM incubation cell visit, if you have time to visit IIT Madras incubation cell, just get formal approval and visit. You will know about the various things happening at IIT. And these are all our photographs which we have taken. And Andhra Pradesh Met Tech Zone we have visited November. So the teachers seem get more exposure outside, and it will definitely help you and your students, your benefits. You will be an definitely you'll be a 21st teacher. As I mentioned earlier at the beginning of my first slide, shows that the country is expecting you to be a 21st century teaching 21st century students with 21st century infrastructure and 21st century curriculum. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. This is my contact number. You can connect with me at any time for any professional help. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your session is very informative and very much helpful to us, sir. Participants, I have posted the link of next session in the group, and hope you have submitted your feedback form. Take 10 minutes of break time and join the session, sir.
Yeah, one more thing I want to tell you is the major thing which I have achieved during this. I have my own YouTube channel, and I encourage teachers to have your own YouTube channels, because that is the best platform for recording all our things and communicating it to the public. Okay, so I will share my YouTube channel address. So I request the participants uh, to go through it, and if you want, if you can subscribe it, and a lot of videos on intellectual property right, innovation and educators technologies, and other my talk on AR VR machine learning are available there. Kindly make use of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Shall I leave, ma'am?
Yes, yes,
Thank
yes, sir,
you,
we
thank
can
you.
leave.